morning, everybody, and welcome to Wake Up Winchester. Today is February 19th, 2014, and we want to thank you for starting off your show, or your morning with our show. We're going to get started with some big shot birthdays. We have singer Smokey Robinson, who is turning 74. Michael Nader from All My Children is turning 69. Jeff Daniels from Dumb and Dumber is 59. Leslie David Baker from The Office is 56. We also have NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell is turning 55. Prince Andrew, Duke of York, is 54. Seal is 51. Justine Bateman from Family Ties is 48. Haley Duff is 29, and Victoria Justice is 21. So happy birthday to those celebrities out there. If today is your birthday, then we're wishing you a happy birthday from the cast of Wake Up Winchester.
That's right. And in some entertainment news, in honor of President's Day, President Barack Obama is celebrating the holiday by sitting at home and watching his favorite television shows, but there's a slight difference in how he watches them and how we watch them. He was probably sitting at home watching advanced episodes of Game of Thrones while we were stuck watching the Season 3 trailer. According to the New York Times, Obama asked HBO's CEO at last week's state dinner for advanced copies of True Detective and Game of Thrones to watch over the holiday weekend. So he was able to kind of get some advanced stuff before we did.
So even the president's kind of a TV junkie.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, who wouldn't be? There's some really good shows.
Mm-hmm. And we also have some kind of Olympic news because of the fact that we do know that the Olympic is going on right now. The U.S. wins the ice dancing gold. However, it's with controversy. So after 4 years of build-up and at least a week of talk about possibly corrupt judges, U.S. ice dancing stars Meryl Davis and Charlie White, America's only real hope for figure skating in Sochi Olympics, delivered the goods on Monday, beating Canada and also the Russians. So before the competition had even wrapped up, speculation was swirling around that the possibility that this year's skating conspiracy theory that the U.S. and Russian judges were fixing events to trade golds had come true. A writer of the Toronto Star said, if the fix is not in against the two Canadian skaters, then I'm the Prince of Wales. So obviously that's like a huge thing that's going around right now, that they're actually fixing, I guess, how the outcome of some of these things. So again, more controversy going along with the Russian Olympics.
That's right. And also, J.K. Rowling is releasing another crime novel. Acclaimed British author J.K. Rowling is best known for Harry Potter series, and she'll be releasing another book titled The Silkworm. The novel will be released on June 19th in the UK and June 24th in the US. The book, a follow-up to her 2013 crime fiction novel, The Cuckoo's Calling, will follow P.I. Corman Strike and his assistant Robin Ellicott as they investigate the death of a novelist, Owen Quinn. So
that's really something that's kind of interesting for those J.K. Rowling fans out there, because I know that, you know, it's kind of like life after Harry Potter. Like, what do I do next? That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm assuming that they're still really good books, so that's pretty interesting to see that they're coming out with new ones.
Yeah, so for right now, we're going to go ahead and take a look at this week's weather forecast.
And it's actually warmed up a lot, which is really surprising, but it's a good surprise. The only chance of rain that we have would be on Thursday or Friday, but hopefully that's not going to be anything that has to do with ice or any slush. I feel like we got enough of that last week, but the temperatures are definitely raising, which is always a good sign that we're getting out of the winter.
Yeah, it's starting to feel a little bit more like spring. Then again, every time we say that, it drops again. So hopefully,
we're kind of jinxing it.
Fingers crossed that it won't drop again.
And then just like a little bitty little side note here, we always have our special events for today. Today is actually Chocolate Mint Day, Double Lunch Day, which is the lunch break is one of the best parts of the day, obviously, so why not take two? I don't know who decided that they could do that, but hey. International Tug of War Day and Single Tasking Day. So those are the days, the little special holidays for today. Those are always pretty interesting. I wonder if anyone actually follows those or not.
I don't.
Double Lunch Day, though, that sounds pretty good.
I wish the school would follow that. That'd be pretty nice.
Well, we're going to have more to Wake Up Winchester right after this. Stay tuned because we're going to have a special guest, Gail Castle, on to talk about an upcoming event to raise money for the Animal Harbor. So stay tuned.
St. Teresa's Outreach Ministry in Winchester, Tennessee is a private company categorized under social service and welfare organizations. STORM is a local non-sectarian, non-profit charitable organization providing services to those in need who typically fall through the cracks in this area's social services net. It is located at 900 South Shepherd Street in the Franklin County Annex Building. People in need are encouraged to pick up food supplies when available and to apply for financial help with security deposits for utility bills, rent, as well as medical expenses, gas, and other needs. To contact them, call 968-6540.
Be a parent, not a peer.
I need you to give me clear rules.
I just want to hear that you love me.
Let me know you care.
Ask me about my social life.
Ask me about school.
It's okay to check up on me.
I might complain, but I really do want you to check up on me.
Please see how I'm doing.
I want you to be in my life.
I want you to know I'm okay.
Be a parent, not a peer. This message produced for you by the Franklin County High School Media Arts class in collaboration with the Franklin County Prevention Coalition.
Oh my gosh, what a loser. She's such a geek. Get lost.
This dip is better than that dip.
Young man, we received an anonymous tip about an underage drinking party last night at this address. When teens drink on your property, you're responsible. Parents who host lose the most.
How you doing? My name's Steve. My family's lived in this neighborhood for years. Recently, things got so tight, we had to go to our local food bank for help. I lost a lot of sleep worrying about what the neighbors might think. That is until I saw them there, too. How'd I do, Steve?
A little stiff. You could have done a little better.
What? Come on. You know, I have an Academy Award.
Yeah, but not for playing me.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
Welcome back to Wake Up Winchester, and again, we'd like to thank Gail Castle for coming on our show today.
Thank you so much.
She's here to talk to us a little bit more about some events that are going to be going on, and I know that last time we had you on our show, you were kind of giving us an update about the new shelter campaign.
Mm-hmm.
So can you give us like kind of a status update on that?
I can. We're so excited. We have reached $415,000 out of the $600,000 total. So we're $185,000 away, and that is so awesome. We we started with $180,000 of seed money, and so in a year and a half, a little over a year and a half, we've been able to raise that to $415,000. So it's really a clear statement that the community, the residents of Franklin County, really believe in this cause and the need for a new shelter. We're so excited.
Right, and I know you've had a lot of great events leading up to this point too.
Yes, thank you.
We have. We're about to introduce a new one that's coming up very soon.
This Saturday. Mm-hmm. This Saturday. We're calling it From New York to Swanee. Sunny and Pearlie are coming from New York to Swanee to perform a benefit concert for Animal Harbor. And it's this Saturday night at McQuarrie Performing Arts Hall at St. Andrew's Swanee School. Tickets are $10 for students. So this is a great way for students to get involved and support the campaign for Animal Harbor. Only $10 a ticket. It's going to be a great performance. And if you've never been to McQuarrie Performing Arts Hall at St. Andrew's Swanee School, it's a beautiful facility.
And how did you get in contact with these people to come and, kind of be a part of this event?
A friend of a friend of a friend. And that's what fundraising is all about. And campaign work is knowing somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. So Specifically, the sponsors of this concert are Carolyn Fitz and John Bordley of Suwanee, Tennessee, and they are the ones that are bringing us Sonny and Pearlie from New York.
So can you tell us a little bit about their show, like a little bit about kind of what entertainment they do?
Yes, they do jazz. It's a jazz duo, and they do cabaret and American songbook classics. So it's going to be a really interesting mix of songs and music, jazz, really both musically and vocally, instrumental, vocal. It's going to be a really neat concert. I can't tell you the numbers they're doing because they haven't told us. So,
so it's like a little surprise.
Yes, but their specialty, I can just read what it says right here. Sonny and Pearlie brightly meld lyricism, passion, and rhythm in a way that is both rich and exotic. The nexus of art and emotion are joined in an exceptional way. So, all about jazz.
And so how long is the event again, did you say?
It starts at 7:30, and I would get there, if you're interested to come, I would get there about 7:15. Get your ticket at the door. You don't have to prepay your ticket. Just come and pay your ticket at the door and come on in. And I would say that it's going to last an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Okay.
And how did you, I guess, get the idea to have this type of show?
Well, it was brought to us, and that's awesome that, Carolyn and John from Suwanee, they said, we know this group, do you think you'd be interested? And of course we said yes. So, and then St. Andrew's Suwanee School is giving the McQuarrie Performing Arts Hall free of charge. So it's not costing us anything to be at the Performing Arts Hall. And so all the ticket proceeds go to help build the shelter.
So it's taking a lot of kind of great efforts from everybody to make this happen.
Yes, it has.
Has it been a lot of work to organize?
This fundraiser, this event, not so much. Like the groundbreaking, that kind of thing, the Bow Wow Walk and 5K run, those were huge events that took a lot of labor, what I call labor intensive. This next summer, the same weekend in June 21st, is our Bow Wow Walk, second annual Bow Wow Walk and 5K run. And then we'll also be selling 150 bones for the bone drop, so for a chance to win $5,000. So that's coming up.
That's cool. So for those who don't know what the Bow Wow Walk is, can you kind of explain that a little bit?
Well, you either come and run in the 5K, or you bring your dog and you walk in the walk. And we're asking all runners and walkers this year to get 10 people to give them $10 of sponsorship money to come and walk and run in the Bow Wow Walk and 5K run.
And that should really help out.
Yes.
And I know that you've raised a lot of money, even though you have a little bit more to go. You have raised a lot of money for this. And can you tell us, like, I guess just how the campaign is coming together, like what the money has gone to, that kind of stuff?
Well, we've broken ground. So I don't know if you've passed by the new property, which is behind North Middle School. So ground is broken. We're building, and hopefully we will not be in the current shelter another winter. It's been really hard this winter. This winter has been horrible in terms of how cold it's been and how many days in a row it's been so cold, and so we're really excited about getting out of that shelter and into the new shelter. The thing about the campaign right now is that we've gone to everybody we know, because $415,000 is a lot of money for this area. Huge campaign for this area. So we've gone to everybody we know. So the key right now is to find new donors. So we need people that love Animal Harbor, people that support Animal Harbor, to call their friend and say, if you could give $500, if you could give $1,000, if you could give $100, if you could give $50, every dollar counts.
And it's important that people know the reasons why we need the new shelter.
Absolutely. Well, the shelter that we're in is falling in and around us. It's an old hog auction barn. We've been there 10 years. It's no longer sustainable. We cannot be there any longer. There's no climate control. when it rains inside. When it snows inside. You know, the floors are all concrete. We can't seal them. It takes 10 hours, 10 man hours. So 5 hours, 2 people every day to clean the facility, just to keep it to standard. And so we've got to get into a climate controlled facility where it's easier to maintain, so we can do more things like spay and neutering, education, humane education. One of the initiatives that we want to focus on is a collaboration with Animal Control and Animal Harbor, two different organizations. Animal Control is run by the county, and Animal Harbor is a private nonprofit organization. And so, but we want to collaborate together, write some grants, and take care of the feral cat situation in Franklin County. It's out of control, the feral cat situation. And so one of the things that we can do when we get into the new shelter is write grants like that and collaborative efforts to get the cat population, the dog population, overpopulation under control.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So if someone has an idea for benefit, how do they contact you?
They just they can email me, they can call me, they can call the shelter. I can give you all that information. The shelter number is 962-4472, and my email is animalharbor@outlook.com. So that's animalharbor@outlook.com, and then my cell phone is 931-636-0388.
And it's the same thing for if people want to make like private donations, things of that
Animalharbor.com. Animalharbor.com. Go to the website. You can make an online gift to the new shelter or to the everyday operating expenses.
And it'll have all types of information about upcoming events and things like
that. Everything you need to know on the website.
Well, it sounds like a great event, and I'm really glad that this has all kind of come together for you to be able to do this. I hope that it goes really great, and I want to congratulate you on just raising the money that you have so far.
Well, it's not been me. It's a
collaborative effort.
It takes a village. So it has been great to meet so many people, and like I said, everybody's really in support of us getting a decent. You know, Franklin County is a great county, and we should have a decent facility for our animals.
Mm-hmm. And it is an essential thing to have in a county. So.
It is, because if you live in a county, which are very close, there are counties close by to Franklin County that don't have animal control, that don't have any animal shelters, and it's a totally different life in those counties without those facilities.
So we want to wish you luck for this and your upcoming events, and we want to thank you so much for being on our show today.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
We'll have more to Wake Up Winchester right after this commercial break.
Bring out the action hero in you. Fuel up right and get energized. Be part of the greatest action movie ever. The first movie that puts you in the action. Show us how you train and eat like an action hero. Join in at actionheroalliance.com.
My life is full of statistics. Thing is, I could have dropped out of school and become one myself, but I didn't, because I had people that believed in me. Here's another statistic. 7,000 students drop out every school day. That's one every 26 seconds. It's time that students know that we believe in them.
Inspire a student and share your message of support at boostup.org.
This is one amazing truffula tree. Can you imagine a place where these grow everywhere? Yes, it's called the forest, a magical place to enjoy with your family. So discover the forest and explore all the wonder that's there. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Welcome back to Wake Up Winchester, and again we want to thank Gail Castle for being on our show, telling us about all the efforts that they do for the Animal Harbor, because it always is a collaborative effort. It's a lot of different people and a lot of different organizations making just one event happen.
That's right.
And this seems like a really cool event, so I encourage everybody to go out. Again, it's this Saturday at the McCrory Hall for Performing Arts in Suwanee. And it starts at 7:30, so I encourage everybody to go out there. Again, for adults it's $15, and for students/seniors it's going to be $10.
All right.
So it's not that much money, and it goes to a good cause.
That is right. So, in some other news and nuggets news, the U.S. Navy plans to deploy its first laser on a ship later this year, and it intends to test an electromagnetic railgun prototype aboard a vessel within 2 years. For the Navy, it's not so much about the whiz-bang technology, it is about the economics of such, big word there, oh well. Both cost pennies on the dollar compared with missiles and smart bombs, and the weapons can be fired continuously, unlike missiles and bombs, which eventually run out. The Navy's laser technology has evolved to the point that the prototype to be deployed aboard the USS Ponce this summer can be operated by a single sailor. So some more technology coming into today's military, and hopefully make stuff a little bit easier, safer, all around better. Also, we have the world's most valuable stamp is being auctioned. Sotheby's, New York, will offer the most famous stamp in the world in a dedicated auction on June 17th. No stamp is rarer than the sole surviving example of the British genuine 1 cent Magneta from 1856. And I apologize if I
butchered
a little stuffy, if you can't understand. No stamp is more valuable. Each of the 3 times it has been sold at an auction, it has established a new record price for a single stamp. The auction has a pre-sale estimate of $10 to $20 million. So that's a lot of money for
just one stamp.
For a stamp.
But there's those people out there who will do it. Yeah.
That is very true. Also, food maker Birdseye is set to launch mass tags. Actually, they're called mass hashtag tags, I guess. With this hashtag sign where the H goes. The potato-shaped snacks come in various shapes associated with social media platforms like Twitter and Instagram.
So that's pretty, I guess, funny.
Yeah.
We're a very tech-savvy, very
right.
social media addicted kind of generation. And that kind of leads us into our next story. Obviously we are, because we're growing up with it, but a lot of people that need to be taught these kind of things are, your grandparents, the elderly people. There's actually a new program going on. It's called Tech Savvy. So this is a program where they just educate people, elderly people, about media and things like that, and how to use different, I guess, all of our new technologies that have come out. So Chuck Denny has a report on this Tech Savvy program, so we're going to go ahead and check that out right now.
A computer doesn't know how old its user might be, at least that's the working theory. But whether the problem is the machine or the operator, it's easy for some of us to grow frustrated with today's technology, especially if you're up there in years and computers aren't second nature to you.
When I first started working and had computers available to me, it was like, don't push the wrong button because you're going to crash the whole system, So they put that fear in me.
Well, there's no need to fear the firewall anymore. There's help for seniors in this class called Tech Savvy, taught here by Judy Kovach with UT Extension in Robertson County.
Their son or daughter gave them a computer, and they were like, well, now what do I do with it?
In Tech Savvy, seniors learn to shop online, send email, and set up social media sites.
It's a great tool for them to be connected to family and friends, and we've even done a lesson on Pinterest and Facebook. And then we've helped with church bulletins, programs for Family Community Education Club programs. We've just done, quite a few things, whatever they needed to know how to do.
For many elderly people, technology represents a fast-changing world, one where they feel left behind. A big part of this program is helping people feel more comfortable around computers and taking away some of that intimidation factor. 87-year-old Elam Rusk isn't wowed by a little laptop. In fact, he's become quite the techie himself.
Email is, it's not fairly simple, but you get on Facebook and the internet and want to order something, well, you deal with something a little harder.
Just in the past year, a national survey found that more than half of all Americans over 65 are now online. While computers may be a bit of a mystery to certain members of this generation, many are quick and enthusiastic learners and gaining confidence with every click. This is Chuck Denny reporting.
Hope everybody enjoyed that report. I think that is kind of a really great program to kind of have for some people, because it can be kind of frustrating when you're trying to teach people who just like seemingly don't understand about anything technology savvy like that. But it is a really good thing because we do use computers so much in our daily lives, and it's really convenient for most people. So it's always good to kind of help them out with different things. To go into the Winter Olympics, we have a couple stories I'd like to cover real quick. U.S. women's hockey beat Sweden. The U.S. women's hockey team turned in a dominating 6-1 semifinal victory over Sweden Monday, in which the team posted an absurd 70 shots compared to the Sweden's 9 shots. So the stage is set yet for another U.S.-Canada final on Thursday after the Canadians beat Switzerland 3-1 on Monday night. Last week, Canada defeated the U.S. 3-2, so it'll be interesting to see how we do in that.
That's going to be a close game again.
And then also, we all know that the Olympics would be nothing without its sponsors, but how much do you have to kind of put up to be an Olympic sponsor? It says that the International Olympic Committee is now in the process of renewing sponsorships for its partners. The Olympic Partner TOP programs compromises 10 companies that pay dearly for exclusive rights to market in connection with the Games, and that cost has just gone up. The cost of a 4-year sponsorship has doubled from approximately $100 million to $200 million. Wow. Panasonic was the first company to re-up past 2020, signing a deal that will And so again, we just kind of like to say that they did beat them, and then the stage is set for another U.S.-Canada final on Thursday after the Canadians beat Switzerland 3-1 on Monday night. So last week, Canada defeated the USA 3-2. So it will be interesting to see how we kind of play out in that.
Hopefully we'll win.
Yeah, I really do like hockey. I'm not really a big fan of like women's hockey just because I've never really seen it.
Right.
But I really love hockey, so I'm definitely going to see if I can stay tuned for that one. And then also, we all know that the Olympics would be nothing without its great sponsors. It takes a lot of money to run the thing because it is such a huge event. But how much do the sponsors pay in every year? How much money are they having to kind of give up for this kind of thing? The International Olympic Committee is now in the process of renewing sponsorships for the partners. The Olympic Partner, or TOP programs, compromises 10 companies that pay dearly for exclusive rights to market in connection with the Games. And that cost has just gone up. So it's gone up from $100 million to $200 million.
Wow.
And Panasonic was the first company to kind of re-sign up, signing a deal from 2017 to 2024. And some of the companies that are part of the Olympic partnership is Coca-Cola, Dow, GE, McDonald's, Panasonic, of course, Samsung, and Visa. So those are all some of the partnerships that make the Olympics possible. But that's all the time we have for today's show. If you have any comments, questions, or would like to be a guest on our show, you can email us at wakeupwinchester@fcrebels.com. Again, would like to encourage everybody to come out to the Sunny and Pearly event for the Animal Harbor. And again, would like to thank Gail Castle for being on our show. That's all the time we have for today. I'm Casey Dennis.
I'm Blake Shaw.
Thanks for watching.